Oh no. Oh no, I'm sorry guys, I forgot to unmute the music. Well, shucks. Hello everybody, my name is Ulfgarður and welcome back to Yvardsaga. If you're wondering why the camera looks a little weird, it's not you, it's me. Um, we bought some new furniture over the weekend, or I guess earlier in the week. So it's changed what I have available to set my camera on for streams. So this is the view you'll have for a little bit while we still figure out the new arrangement for the room. We got a new sofa, all sorts of fun stuff in anticipation of the baby, but you're not here for that. You're here to see what happens in our adventure. So since we started a little late tonight, sorry about that. Classic Ulf stream moment. You right, Bogue, you right. Also, hi Bogue, hi Carl. I see the chorus of raven screams signaling you're both here. I'm happy to see you. Hope you guys have been doing well. But since we had a late start, I was thinking we'll just go ahead, jump right in. Um, yeah, in summary, well, I guess I'll just do a summary once we're in there with Rad, because Nemo is the only person conscious right now, and it's a bit of a moment for that to be the case. So we are going to, uh, we're just gonna get to it and hope that my sound works. Okay.
Than just
Wait a minute. The whole gang's here.
what?
Nuh-uh.
The
You
whole
can't prove
gang's
it.
here.
Hello, whole gang.
And low.
Oh, please, whole gang was my father. Please call me Wolf. Wolfgang.
You're lame. I like you. So sorry if I'm speeding through things, but I figure since we started a little late, because I had to eat dinner, I'm just going to launch us right in and recap. You guys, we did a little bit of retcon with that uh, empty village you found in the middle of nowhere. You learned a few more things, I think. You attempted to befriend some horses. And moving right along, you guys made it to the road, the Good King's Road, and shortly after doing so and setting out on the easy trail for the rest of your trip to the city of Aerith, you found next to a shrine. I don't know if I actually talked about the specific shrine that you guys were near. I don't know if you would have cared. But next to that roadside shrine, which is fairly common in the world, um, you found a group of beggars that were traveling and asked for your protection. And they were fleeing their home. They were peasants. They did not get their lord's permission to leave, but their lord is not there to do anything about it because he's off fighting in a war somewhere else. But they asked for your
Okay.
help. Yeah, he is not a well liked character by previous PCs who have dealt with him. Um, but they asked for your help in making the last leg of the trip into Aerith, since who knows what can happen on these roads. And you guys were gracious enough to assist. And they helped with setting up camp, performing camp duties. You met a random dog that they said had been following them. And upon further inspection, you guys were able to identify that the dog was in fact a jackal, which is not native to this part of the world. And I believe the assumption was more or less there's a lot of things from that part of the world that have been displaced up here in the last like year or so, so that's not the biggest surprise, but it was a little weird and notable. But you befriended it, it followed you for a while and then left. Uh, Particularly, if I recall, it was responding very well to Nemo?
Correct.
Yeah. Nemo had a friend. And then you guys, with the time spent with the beggars and the fact that one of them has a limp and a crutch, as described as an injury and effect from long, long ago, you guys were moving a little bit slower. Instead of making it to Aerith by nightfall or shortly after, you ended up being far enough away to justify spending the night in a camp. and you set up your camp for the night. And for reasons none of you fully understand, Cole, you had one of the beggars helping you keep watch, and at some point in conversation with her, you just fell asleep. And Ayegie and Nemo, at some point, you were both woken up with this. I guess suppose the image is up for chat. It's probably not, but if you scroll up just a tiny bit in your Roll20 chat, you see that creature sitting on top of your chest, staring you dead in the eyes. And Ayegie, you have a brief moment of shock before just not having many thoughts and falling back asleep.
I've fallen asleep with Zoe on my lap so many times, I get that.
So with that, Nemo is the only one who was not somehow put to sleep in this situation. So with that, I'm going to ask Cole and Ayegie if you guys would go hang out in the quiet room for a little bit while we figure out what Nemo's doing. So that way you know what you're waking up to.
Sounds good. You say that like we have control over it, but okay.
Fair enough. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I won't be too hard on you, maybe.
We appreciate it.
If you're good in
Wake up.
timeout, you can come back and play.
Okay, if we're mean, you wake up with 1 health.
Yep. Okay.
At least you wake up.
Yeah, true.
True. Fair point.
That's
Fair
very
point. All right, be gone, you two. Red and
Bye.
I gotta do stuff.
Yeah, go on, get.
Yeah. No, you.
Come on, yeah.
Gonna turn
Ouch.
on screen.
I mean, I can't stop you from doing that if you are that determined to know what's going on. That fair enough. If you care that much, go for it. But you're going in timeout forcefully. Goodbye. All right, Rad. So here's the deal. They're gonna see this change. I can't really do anything about that, but I hear Pez making noises. Okay, so this is your new map. This is your campsite. This is the situation you find yourself in. You have a jackal where in front of you, well, on top of you, as does Cole and Ayegie. Well, Cole has one near him, but not on top of him. But Ayegie has one sitting on her chest, much like you do, but she is very clearly asleep and unconscious, and it is just you. What are you gonna do
Okay.
about it?
That's great. That's fine.
To be fair, the creature
So
looks at you after a second and seeing that you haven't fallen back asleep, looks a little surprised and confused. And
yeah.
so you have a split second to act.
She looks over and see like what happened to her friends, even if they don't call her her friend. Um, and see that they're being um overtaken by strange creatures. Uh, yes, they'll just see like her pupils suddenly dilating to the point where there's a very thin circle of red that is her iris.
Ooh,
And
that's how you know you fucked
um,
up.
yeah, kind of like how you know a cat's about to attack you.
Yeah.
um, so could she Misty step?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You can
Um,
Misty Step, pick your location, and then we'll
okay.
have you roll initiative, because that'll be about all the split second time you have to act before anything that we would want turn order for breaks out.
Okay. Um, bit of a gamble. But the campfire.
Sorry, what about the campfire?
She's gonna Misty step onto the campfire.
Onto the oh, okay. Bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah, I hope it pays off.
Time will tell. All right. Poof. You are. Mechanically, we'll say you're in that square, but you are on top of that fire until you move. Since this campfire is not centered on a square. But then, go ahead and roll initiative for me. And I will do the same for them. If I can find where their initiative button is. Oh. Well, they're certainly not expecting you.
Jackal wares.
Yeah. For the record, it might be player knowledge for you. I'm sure Nemo probably wouldn't necessarily quite get it, because this is not a common occurrence she would have heard about. But for whatever reason in relation to this, the 3 beggars that you're traveling with are gone. You see no sign of them. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's on site.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. Could she try to intimidate them?
I suppose. Yeah, that would probably be an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. No!
Okay, roll me a d4.
Oh no.
Okay. So what does your attempt at intimidation look like?
It was an attempt to use the fire and bellow out to these creatures to like get them to back off a little bit more. But Nemo's sick. She's tired.
Yeah, fair enough. As you're doing so, like appearing in there and like striking a pose to try and like get the fire to look particularly menacing around you and and just give that horrifying impression that would tell an overwhelming number of enemies to leave me the fuck alone. You kick some of the ash and the embers underneath the fire, and they flare up around you in a spark of little orange fireflies, and one of them flies directly into your eye. So it's just like, ah, shit! And you have to, like, rub at it, and that's enough for them to not find it remotely intimidating. So I don't count the Misty Step as a bonus action on your turn, since that was allowed to happen before turn order. So you can still have a bonus action and movement, but that is your action spent.
Clearly. As far sorry. We gonna pray.
Bonus action to pray?
um Yes, we'll just well, the fire isn't gonna help me anymore. She's gonna step off the fire.
Okay.
And I really don't have any bonus actions.
Okay.
So yeah,
Fair enough. Alrighty, then that's your turn.
that is my turn.
Alright. Brace yourself, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, I did have a
they're
spell. Hold on.
sure, go for it. I'll give you the chance.
Okay. Hex. I would like to cast Hex.
Hex, okay.
On. Okay.
Okay.
One.
Hex on that one. Let's see. Okay, so what ability do you want to hex?
Dex.
Dex. Okay, alright. Sweet. I will mark that creature. You have been, what's a suitable? That's a good hex token. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go with that. Okay, and then that'll be their turn.
Yep.
Yup. Yeah. Well, the nice thing is they don't have. Well, I guess they do have weapons. They have daggers, which they weren't carrying. You guys tried to keep an eye out for weapons on them before, when they were just the beggars, in case there was anything nefarious. But you don't. They do all three have daggers on them now, and that's what they're attacking with.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So there's this. Oh boy. So first one, who is hexed. Well, hey, at least for a crit, that is the saddest crit ever for the bonus die, minimum bonus die damage.
Did I do a reaction?
Yeah, if you have one.
It need. Could it possibly roll a
This is the one you hexed. I'm resolving left to right.
Yeah. Damn.
Sorry, what's he need to roll? I think you broke up or my
I
headset
think it was a
failed.
wisdom save.
Wisdom
I'm trying-
save.
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Okay, well that's a fail.
Cool. They are not friends. Well, like,
They're your friend?
you force. Yeah. As a reaction, you can force a creature within 30 feet of you to succeed. Wait. Wait. Oh, the temporarily disarmed creature. Or become charmed by you until the end of its next turn.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. It can be charmed.
Cool. At least you didn't get it that time.
Okay, yeah, so hexed and charmed. Lovely. It's a fantastic combination.
Yes.
They're just your buddy. Okay, cool. Well, they can't do anything else to you, so we'll move on to contestant number 2.
Okay.
And the rolls I'm rolling probably say, yeah, they say bite, but the damage is the same if they have a dagger, so it's the same. That's a whopping 6, so I don't think that hits. They're a little confused seeing you've done something. Wait, hold on. Nope, never mind. They get advantage.
Oh no.
There's this lovely mechanic called pack tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got plenty of friends around. So, yes. Being a little confused that you've done something they can't register to their companion, they lash out with that dagger and slash right across your shoulder and draw a decent bit of blood, like right at the edge of the armor, and get a good 5 piercing damage in. But that's pretty much all they're gonna do with that for now. So we'll try the other one. Does a 14 hit?
It ties.
Ties. Okay, tie goes to the player, but they do get advantage. An 18 will hit. For 4, they shove their dagger forward, and it's definitely slowed down by the armor that you're wearing, but it does still pierce through the armor and actually, impale you with that blade. So that is a total of 9 damage taken from them. But wait, there's more.
Oh, no.
And this one does not have a
Oh, I
knife.
see.
This one has a scimitar.
Why?
9 won't hit you. 7 won't hit you. So they come in swinging, but your reflexes have gone into panic, emergency response mode, and as they swing that scimitar, they're not a particularly great swords person, so you're able to still just like swoop underneath it and kind of stumble away from the strike. And then you hear little feats.
Little feet. What the fuck?
Little feats. One of the jackals, like you saw earlier, jumps off of the wood pile and lunges at you in the air. Which an 11 won't hit. A 20 will hit, though. For only 1 damage. They just kind of nick you. So that's not so bad, right? Hopes are high. Things are coming up Nemo. They're not rolling great on their damage. It's K. And then there's one other one. He gets one more try. That is the wrong stat block. Don't use that one, Wolf. Okay, there we go. There's that. For another 2 points as they just nip in and grab the back of your leg. Like right above the ankle, just a quick nip for 2 points of piercing damage. But that's their turn. You survived 1 round.
This is great. This is terrifying.
Yes. Uh, they did now, but your alarm spell doesn't wake you. It by my understanding of everything going on, your alarm spell does not rouse you from your sleep. I mean, let me double check and verify that real quick. I'm happy to do so. Because otherwise, yes, then Yajier would wake up. But yes, the alarm spell that was placed did not trigger, at least with the first 3 being so dangerously close. Uh, yeah. Okay. Ruling stands. Ruling stands. Yajier is not awoken by the ping. Okay, so Nemo, it's your turn again. What you want to do, friend?
um, does Misty Step provoke an attack of opportunity?
It does not.
Okay,
It
Misty
it is
Step
it is not considered movement. It is considered a translocation.
Cool. Yeah, she's gonna look up, Misty Step into the air, 30, let's say like 20 feet.
Okay.
Bonus action, main action, she's gonna let out her wings.
Okay. All right. Solid escape plan. I like that.
And that is all she can do that turn. That's all her. I guess she will. Mhm. Like, can she like fly over here?
Sorry, one sec. I had pulled something else up, but yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. She goes that far, 20 feet in the air.
Okay. All right. Looking down and seeing them all look up at you, you realize you've definitely done something they were not expecting, and they are befuddled and distracted.
Ooh. Um.
And in the moment that happens, you hear and the buddy that you hexed. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Quite suddenly, your buddy that you hexed
Mm.
rocks. Just rocks back on his feet.
Oh.
And suddenly he has a few new uh, body art pieces.
Oh.
He has 2 arrows sticking out of him that were
Oh.
not there before.
Ron, you do care for us. I hope. Is it Ron?
So I don't know if that affects your hex or your charm. I guess it wouldn't affect either because you don't know who's shooting him, so in theory it shouldn't be like an ally that can potentially undo your charm. Uh,
Yeah, because neither one of them say anything about if your friends attack anybody, but they're also not Nemo's friends.
yeah,
Question mark?
yeah. No, you're absolutely right. So yeah, he's not doing super great anymore. I forgot to put the settings on. I'm not going to mess with them so you guys can see their health bars to get an idea. But he is very badly hurt. He is definitely bloodied.
I have a question. Can you
Yes.
see Nemo's health full
Yes,
correctly?
I can.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Because for some reason it's full to me, but like above it, it's correct. But yeah, just
Okay.
trying to make sure.
Okay. Disregard that nat 1. So that's a 13 plus a thing. And then we'll do that again. Oh boy. Oh rad.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I don't like that.
Let's see. One moment, let me check a thing. Do 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 do. Yep, yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Oh God. Okay, cool. I forgot how fun that is. The one with the scimitar, you don't hear anything. you barely see anything. And what you see just looks like almost like a really faint, like a tracer round, you know, a bullet that lights up orange as you shoot it so you can see where you're aiming. It's like a really faint one of those, but it's not orange. It's just like a very soft gray light that you see for a split second. But there's no arrow sticking out of this guy. But he just starts bleeding profusely out of his chest as if there was an arrow there that was removed. So he is also horrendously injured and bloodied.
That is terrible.
Yeah. So, and then there's... Okay, that one's not quite so good. But it's enough to go completely through the skull of the enemy with the scimitar. And he drops.
No.
There is a great big as whatever that is that's causing that effect to him blows through one side and out the other of his skull. And he crumples with essentially nothing significant left above the shoulders. Right next to a Yejier, so she's gonna wake up and find that.
Just a lovely day in the fringe.
Yep. Don't you love traveling?
You didn't fucking want to walk.
Okay.
And now nobody listens to her.
And then lastly, there is one more of those strange little zippy light effect things. And that'll do. And that'll hit the jackal that attacks you from the wood pile and do the same thing. Like, they rock and shower blood as if they had been shot by something, but there is nothing in the wound. And with that, they're going to spend their turn running the fuck away. None of them are going to stick around and fight. So, if you want to do anything to them as they flee, you sure can, or you can try. Otherwise, they're going to leave you alone. Because they're booking it with a fear that is unmistakable. Whatever is going on, they are here to have none of it.
Yeah. How about the one? The one that she charmed.
Mm-hmm.
He was hit.
He was.
He's bleeding.
He was, and he has actual arrows sticking out of him. So
Oh, good.
he was.
Easy identification.
Yes, he is the only one that actually would have an arrow sticking out of him.
Nemo points a finger to that one and casts Toll the Dead.
Okay, that's a wisdom save?
Yes.
Oh boy, they're real good at those.
Oh no.
Oh, would he have disadvantage on that at all? I don't think so. Nope.
If he's charmed by her?
No, that just means he can't target you.
Okay.
And you have advantage on social interactions with him. But yeah, they are running. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. She'll let him go then.
Okay. You hear a rustling back behind you in the grass that seems to like go away also, like coming from, where's my measurer? Vaguely over in this direction, but it seems to leave, and that would match up with where the arrows look like they came from to hit the guy you hexed. But if you're content leaving them, and just kind of seeing what happens. You can do that, or you can try to investigate that, chase down the baddies, whatever you want to do.
Oh.
You do see a couple more of those lights as they flee and time goes on, but you can't really figure out where they're coming from. But
Mhm.
whatever it is still attempting to kill the things as they run away.
Attempt to kill. Chase on the person that helped.
Mm-hmm.
Try to pay them to guide them the rest of the way. Investigate the person.
The person that was back behind you?
Yeah.
Sure, make a perception check.
Uh,
You see no sight or sound of anybody after that initial rustle of grass, bushes. Can't tell. Uh, but
um,
but eventually the scary little that had the lights and didn't leave any arrows, those eventually stop, and nothing comes of it.
uh, she's gonna land. She's gonna go wake up the other two.
Okay, perfect. In that case, you can go shake them awake, and I will pull them back in.
Yeah.
Hello, friends.
Oh, we're all back. That means we all woke up before anything bad happened, right?
So here's the thing.
He's telling us to reroll characters right now.
So Cole and Yejiye, you are both woken up by Nemo, and you will be extremely groggy. Yejiye, you wake up with your nose full of the scent of fresh blood. And right next to you, there is one of those jackalware creatures with some sort of extremely harmful effect that essentially blew its head off. And its stump above the shoulders is like right next to your bedroll where you were sleeping. So you get to
Do we
wake up
wake
with
up
that.
simultaneously?
No, Nemo would come
Oh,
and
who does
shake you
Nemo wake up
awake.
first?
Oh
I
boy,
need to
there's
know.
a question.
Wait, what?
Who do you wake up first, Nemo? You have to go, if you're going to go check on them and wake them up, you have to actually physically shake them to wake them up. The effect that they were put under is an unconsciousness that requires an action to shake them awake.
Nemo's not picking
Who's-
favorites. I'm not picking favorites.
Choose carefully.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you gonna roll for it or?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it. I'm gonna let the dice decide.
If we're
I am
sleeping close enough together, can she like slap one with a tail and
Yeah.
with her
Yeah.
hands?
If you're
I don't
going
think we are.
if you're going simply for proximity, a Yejiye is technically the closest one to where you landed.
Yeah, but she's also like so much heavier. It'll take more shaking. Wake up Cole first.
Who's more likely to injure you when you wake up, or when they wake up?
No. If anything, Nemo will injure Cole. I
the
was
question
saying.
is Cole the type to swing first when somebody shakes him awake?
Fair question.
And would Nemo have found this out the hard way?
It is circumstantial. Um. Because it is circumstantial depending on what the sleep paralysis demon is looking like that day. But I was saying to Pez that the way that it would make the most sense for Cole to wake up would be like if Nemo failed or failed on an attack against something, and then hit me with an attack, and that woke me up.
You know, that was my plan had this gone longer. It was just
Also,
to literally just hit Cole with something.
Also,
Uh,
Pez, I do
I was
apologize. I saw you
fully
spent points
expecting
to bless Nemo, but I forgot to have my chat pulled
Fun
up.
fact, that was literally right as the fight ended.
Oh, okay.
because
I
funny.
blessed her, I think, after she did her last action of searching for things.
Fair enough. Well, I suppose you spent channel points on it, so it'll last for a little while at least, depending on what progresses. So,
So, if Nemo wants to wake up Cole, she is currently blessed.
yeah, you do have a +4 bonus to your next attack roll ability check, and I believe also saving throw.
A little Sims moodlet pops up
Yeah.
for surviving. Survived an encounter. Happy Sims moodlet.
Yeah. Cole and Yegier, there's definitely a fair amount of very recently spilled blood in several places around the camp.
Yeah, as I'm.
Oh yeah,
waking up,
and
I'm,
Nemo has several profusely bleeding wounds.
Yes.
As I'm coming to, I'm gonna be casting around looking for any sign of the attackers, whether it be others, raiders, or see if the other beggars are about.
Oh, are we just assuming she woke up cold first then?
Up to you.
You must choose.
Yes.
We could roll for it odd or even if you want.
Yep.
Even ASGA.
Yeah, because Cole is odd.
Yeah, fair.
Just like shake his energy. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Very confused, Groggy. Just what? Why am
We
I?
need to.
What's in my face?
You don't want to look. Just get up.
Do you?
I didn't have time
what?
to clean for you. Get up. And she's gonna go.
I
up
mean,
to
she's
Cole.
like awake.
And she's gonna go to Cole. Like, wake up, wake up. We need to go. We need to go. Get up.
What? Cole's gonna sit up. Groggy. What? When did I fall? What happened?
The homes are gone. There were jackals all over the place. Somebody was shooting, and now I'm bleeding. There's a lot of blood. We need to go.
You here? Come here. Beckons for Nemo.
I'm gonna get up on my feet, put my back to the fire, and just be scanning the entire perimeter. Just waiting for waiting for somebody who would.
Okay.
Beckons for Nemo and gives her a gentle little 6 points of healing. Apparently, I can't roll tonight. It's already started.
Needles have the 80 point is good.
Yeah, I mean that'll close up the worst of the wounds enough that I mean they still hurt, they're still open wounds, but you're not that there's a mechanic for it, but like your characters don't know that you're not at risk of bleeding out, but like Nemo would probably feel like I'm probably not going to die of blood loss now.
I mean, not this time.
Not this time at least, yeah. Cole, go ahead and make a perception check since you had wanted to scan once you were woken up and see what you can see of the attackers.
Yechie's busy blowing her nose and like trying to wipe her face off. She's so confused. She's like, "Was I crying blood again?"
No.
Man, my eyes are so sweepy.
That's a good poll, Pez. That's an inspiration, I think.
Yay!
Extrapolating that out of these circumstances, I would not have thought of that.
Oh, Yechie has not
Nice.
forgotten. She just tucked it away really deep.
Hashtag trauma.
Yeah. Let's just push it down in there and just
Uh,
keep it down. Don't bring it up.
mhm,
Bottle it up.
mhm. Can we go now?
I
I just
imagine
had
Nemo's somewhere
claws
there.
in my thigh.
Delightful.
I don't think it was a jackal though.
Nope.
Just a house panther.
Yep.
Mm.
This
Um,
time.
Asia does get her spear out.
Okay. Fair enough.
Where'd they go?
Uh,
Uh,
as you ask that, you can hear down to the south of you, fairly far away, but you can definitely hear yipping, like a dog whose tail got stepped on accidentally, like very loud, painful yip, and a few more agonized shouts, cries, screams start sounding off from that direction.
So I take it whatever it was is likely to be back.
oh, oh. She points to the body next to Yasha. You think they'll come back after that?
I mean, I know some things that would, but I don't know what these were.
Uh,
I
Cole,
feel like
Cole's
this is
yeah,
when
Cole's
Ron
gonna
would
come
tell us when
over.
to leave.
Yeah, Cole's gonna come over and inspect the body, like push
Hey.
it onto its back and try and.
Yashi's gonna be prestoing her sleeping gear.
Okay, Cole, make an investigation check.
Do, 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 do. Not terrible. Just like what? What are this?
You don't find anything particularly useful about what caused its head to explode, other
Well, I'm
than
more trying to figure out what kind of creature.
oh, um,
Head
okay,
exploding, yeah,
eh.
shit happens.
It does have a couple of other pretty severe wounds that look like punctures, like as if shot by like a really heavy longbow or maybe a heavy crossbow, but there's no ammo sticking out of it. It's just a horrible bleeding hole in a couple places besides its exploded head. Uh, as far as what kind of creature it is, it definitely has vaguely humanoid proportions, but generally this sort of thing that would behave like this to your knowledge, that has this amount of animalistic features on it, even in like a dead state, so it's not like a magically enhanced effect on its body, like a druid in a wild shape. If you kill it, becomes the druid's body and not the dead animal that they were. Um, this thing is probably some sort of humanoid, if not monster, but also you don't find any trace of the beggars. So I feel like at least Cole, you would have probably heard of creatures that can change shape. So if this thing is not a humanoid, it might be some kind of shape changer.
Gotcha.
I guess, would they bring to mind like a knoll? Not for Yeji's sake, but I feel like there's a chance Cole and or Nemo have
Yes.
heard of knolls.
Yes, gnolls are they are a threat in the fringe periodically, not super common, but common enough you guys would know that that is something you could encounter on the roads and would be able to recognize as such. This thing is built way too small to be a gnoll.
And then does a Yejie, because she's from Crown adjacent and has Goliath lore, would she know of certain tropes?
Not anything that would seem like this.
Okay. Just trying to
Yeah,
get her base knowledge on that.
yeah. No, that's fair.
Meanwhile, Nemo's like packing the shit. She's rolling over Cole's bedroll. She's grabbing hers, and
So
just in passing, she grabs some of the dirt that has the blood.
as one does.
Yes, the creature that she tried to attack while it ran away and didn't succeed. Um, oh wait, there's multiple blood spots, right?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of blood around here.
She's taking a sample of each one.
Shoving bloody dirt into her pockets like a toddler.
Yeah, you could get blood from 3 different creatures. Two of these jackal wares and one of the just regular jackals.
Ayeshiei will follow Nemo's lead, albeit a little slower, both because, she didn't see what happened. She's not super panicked, but also she's geared, like warming up still, booting up. But as she does so, while Cole is over looking at the mangled corpse next to her, she's just, what happened? I don't think you woke either of us up for watch,
No,
did you?
No.
Cole's gonna stand as he does. He's gonna kind of turn from the body, giving Nemo the side eye before looking back in it, turning to Yeshe. Sounds like we should go before these. He's gonna nudge the body with his foot. Return.
Well,
Throws
yeah,
the
but-
bedroll item.
Nemo, you think it's better to escape than stand a defendable area?
Yes.
I'll trust your judgment. So
Character
he'll toss
growth.
his pack on, pick up his staff, and he's gonna stand by the fire at the ready.
Give me a sec.
Do I have to help you pack too?
No, after she takes a couple of minutes to clean off her stuff and kind of clean herself off, she'll have started shoving things away. Which is significantly easier when 2 of your 3 bags are bags of holding.
Yeah. But yeah.
Do you need any more healing? I can give you more, but if you want me to be ready to do it again, I mean, we didn't really sleep.
You can go back to sleep, you know.
The fuck?
Gonna look around in the direction of the voice.
The bushes just past Cole's bedroll.
They come back.
Well, Cole's gonna smack the bush with his staff.
No, there's a person standing there. They just weren't there before.
Oh,
You were all packing and did not hear them approach.
okay. So staff leveled at their face.
They're all dead. You can go back to sleep. You'll be all right.
How did they get in?
Ulf, describe this man.
Well, you see, this is no man. This is a young woman. Human or human appearing. She has a bow casually slung over one shoulder, a quiver of arrows in the small of her back poking out the side. She's decked out in some pretty well-used, beat up, but still very practicable and effective, like fur and hide armor. And in her hand is a dead bird, carried like she's about to start cooking it. Yep. In particular, she has dirt and blood all over her face and her clothes. She has like a short knife, more like a camp knife than a fighting knife in one hand that's got blood all over it. Her dark hair is flying everywhere and entirely unkempt and is just extremely voluminous and looks really in need of a comb or several. And
Whole party.
yeah, she has a nice heavy cloak, and she has a couple leather straps over her upper arms that from the back each is dangling a foxtail.
I'm assuming the whole party is just staring at her and doing like the blink, blink. Asia will.
After that second blink, Cole's gonna lower his staff.
I
Did
don't
you
know if you
see?
can see if any of you have the stream window pulled up, but there is a reference image coming. Otherwise, I can put one in Discord for you.
Yeah.
Discord would be fantastic.
Okay.
So, did you see what attacked us? Did you not come help my friend when she was being attacked?
Well, yeah, I shot one of them,
Looks to Nemo for confirmation.
and then we went and, got the rest, and then I got dinner. Are you hungry? Do you have food?
Just out of character. Out of character, is this Harriet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still don't see it.
Yep, it's coming. I had to dig it up.
Okay.
There you go. It's in the Discord now. That pose and that dead bird in hand, although you would see it still with feathers. She didn't take that long to skin it, but that's the only asset I had was a feathered dead bird. Or I guess already defeathered dead bird. But that's essentially what you see when she speaks from behind the bush and you look over. She looks like she's probably in her late teens, maybe 20.
But Ayegie does look to Nemo for confirmation that she received some form of outside help.
Yes.
Okay. Silent
Everything?
communication with a glance.
Yeah, she just nods. Like, yeah, there were things flying. All of a sudden, things were dying. Yeah.
Uh, by the way, she kind of leans over to look past Cole at Nemo. I thought it was really cool, but my pa's probably going to ask you a couple of questions at some point. He's he's kind of hard to get used to, but just he's probably going to be a little weirded out about the wings, I think. So don't take it personally, okay? I apologize in advance. He's probably going to do something stupid, but he means well.
And then you just see like the light in Nemo's eyes die a little. She shrinks up. Like,
It's all right. If he starts being really bad, I'll get him, but it's his job, you know? Well, it's kind of his job, ish.
Well, what's your job? To vigilante into the middle of the night?
I mean,
No,
they saved us.
She's just bewildered. Ayegie is like not convinced she's not still in some form of dream right now.
no,
Well,
we keep the
Ayegie-
road safe, among other things.
Cole's gonna glance at Ayegie. There are patrols. This is a traveled road.
Yeah, there's
And he's
usually a
gonna
ranger that travels up around here, but she's been away for a long time. I don't know what happened to her. She might be dead.
Cole steps aside and gestures our guest towards the fire. You are welcome to join us. God, how do I want to phrase that? There's a turn of phrase that my brain's not working. You'll have to pardon me. I'm gonna be a little on edge for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's fair. You were attacked. I don't mind. You hungry?
No, thank you.
Your loss. How about you two?
Sure. Do you need any healing, or I can
Oh,
help
no.
clean?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Paul'll heal me if I need it. You save it. Save it for you and yours. She just starts, like, gutting and prepping this bird over the fire to cook like it's a normal Tuesday.
Ayegie will not purposely sit across from her, but didn't want to be sitting on the dead creature. She'll like I don't know, hereish.
Yeah, and
I think-
Cole's continually scouting the perimeter. Which direction did we hear the noises from, Wolf?
Down south. So down on the map. This map is oriented properly, and that is where she appeared from.
Okay, so yeah, he'll, with it being able to see past the bush, he'll be staring that way.
You won't see Pa. You won't see him. He's all that's left.
That's fine. If nothing else, just comforts me.
Okay,
It's just the direction noises were coming.
okay. Just don't say I didn't tell you. Sometimes he likes to be a bit dramatic. He might make an entrance. He might not. He might just be somewhere. Yeah, he'll turn up.
What's your name?
She
What's your
turns.
name?
She turns over her shoulder and suddenly looks a lot less jovial, and glares at Cole. You first. I saved you.
I'm interested to see where this goes.
Cole stops, turns, and looks back at her. Is it impolite to ask for introductions?
No, but I've never been one exactly for being polite. You haven't met my pa. He knows what's polite and then he does the other thing.
Regardless, is there a way that we can refer to you?
You first. I gave you arrows, you give me a name. Deal?
What are her ears look like?
Make a perception or investigation.
Uh, Yeah, I think she's just gonna let this play out. She's ready to see Cole try to dig himself out of this.
Her extremely thick hair goes most of the way down her back, and the way it's falling, you can't really get a good sense of her ears, other than they're probably there.
Gotcha.
In theory, she has him.
Cole eyed her for a moment before shrugging. I mostly go by Cole.
Alright, mostly go by Cole. My name's Heya. Heya Vidarsdottir.
Well met. And Cole will incline his head. Thank you for helping save us.
One thing that would stand out particularly to you, Cole, is you probably wouldn't have necessarily heard that name or any aspect of it on its own, except something's Dottir, and just the sound of the name itself. That is a very garish name.
Yep.
But she does not sound like she comes from anywhere in or around or historically imperialized by Garland.
I'm not about to press for details, because I got arrows shot through me with eyes just for asking for a name.
Fair point. And you two?
Yejier will reach, her obnoxiously long arms over to offer a handshake. Yejier Loten, thank you. And thank you for sharing your food. I have some rations if you want to, make a meal of it.
No, that tastes like shit. I'll just get what I want from out there.
A touche head nod. She doesn't disagree.
Wait, where they from?
I think we got these from,
Darbiton?
yeah, Darbiton, right? That's the last place we stocked up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ugh.
Darbiton down south. Yeah, the reason I still have them is because I haven't been eating them.
Ugh. They've got the worst rations anywhere this side of anywhere. They're gross. I'd rather eat this without cooking it. Granted, I've done that by choice several times. It ain't that bad. Your tummy rumbles a bit, but that's all.
I guess she's gonna settle in. She'll still have her spear out, but not like at the ready or anything. Just accessible.
Looks past the Yegier. And you, light sleeper?
And like Nemo's trying to like it's kind of pointless now, but she is gonna put her wings away. Try to like you don't see these. Um. Oh. Oh. They you can call me Nemo.
She gives a nod and goes back to preparing her bird as if all pressing matters are done and now she just needs to cook. And she just kind of hones in on her task unless somebody engages her in conversation.
If a Yegier has anything in her either the cook's utensils kit or in her like herbalism alchemist kit that can be used as spices, she will be offering up spices to Haria.
Probably a few, yeah.
I also have a little bit of butter, but that's used for my spells, so
Oh, I don't have.
not up for grabs.
I don't have a good pan. If I was gonna. Oh no! Uncle Teacup showed me a thing. No, I won't use it for that. No, it's fine. You keep your butter.
I'm imagining now making a like beer can chicken because I know Teacup as a player, and that feels like something Teacup would have taught her. Yeah, she has
after
intent to be here.
okay. Well, when there's a lull in conversation, Cole's gonna just ask out loud. The beggars that were with us, is one of their bodies right there?
Don't know. Maybe. You had them with you though, yeah? Like regular people,
Cole's gonna turn and look at Nemo. Yeah.
regular dirty, like me-ish looking people. Yeah, probably. Or they were
No
following.
weapons,
Well, that one had a weapon.
no armor.
You could take it if you wanted. I don't. I don't have any use for it. I don't use that kind of sword.
So, do you know what that creature is or was?
Yeah. Well, Pa calls them a jackal were. You know, like a were bear, were tiger, were whatever thrope you want, but backwards because they're not actually thropes. They're something else. I don't rightly know exactly which, but the bad news. The bad news for sure.
My out of character thoughts. Ah, a jackal cursed to become human when the sun is out. That is truly a curse.
They must pay taxes.
Yes, right.
No! The horror!
The ultimate curse. Oh wait. We're all cursed. Um but yeah, can uh, are we staying?
I, just kind of looks between Nemo and Haria. I don't mind staying. She said that the rest of them are gone now.
Yeah, they're all dead. Dad killed them. I got one, but Dad got the rest.
And it sounds like it's either we wait here or we get followed, which honestly sounds a little less pleasant.
Oh, there's no one else around for a long ways. We checked.
Well, but
That's
didn't
not
you say your
comforting.
dad's going to want to talk?
Oh yeah, he'll follow you to wherever you go.
See, that sounds horrifying.
Yeah, well, we're going to Erif. I assume that's where you're going too. So he'll find you there if we need to.
So if
Without
it's safe
turning
enough
around,
here,
without turning around, Cole's just gonna comment, I trust her.
if it's safe enough here, and we're gonna need to talk to her dad anyway, I'm okay to wait for. How long do you think he'll be?
Don't know. He's probably out there somewhere just listening, watching. He might be listening to us, he might not. I don't know. He'll come in when he feels like, but he should be done working.
We can
He's also
take
like
off at
that.
we can take off at light. Sounds like he'll find us when he's ready.
I would like to get some more rest. So I'm assuming we haven't actually completed a
Oh
full
goodness,
rest.
no. Nope. Oh, he'll come in before
Wait.
sunup. That much I promise.
Nemo like sets off her bedroll again, and she just stares at him. Like she's
Can
staring
I-
at just looking around like their surroundings, looking at Harriet, looking at their surroundings, looking at her bedroll. I don't know what I want more.
You go to sleep. It's all right. I'll cook. I'll wake you when the bird's done.
Can you designate a creature you've never met with the alarm spell?
I believe so. It just has to be a creature you designate.
Okay. I was debating on if I would designate her father or not.
For what it's worth, Yvardsaga, your thread from your previous casting of alarm was broken when you woke up. It did go off. You were not asleep. You were unconscious.
Yeah, I figured. But she will. I forget how long the ritual casting takes for this. Because it's normally 1 minute.
So it'd be 11 minutes then. Ritual casting, unless stated
Okay, it's
otherwise,
10
is
plus.
10 plus regular casting time.
So I guess yeah, we'll go ahead and start doing that. If Harriet's dad doesn't arrive before the 11 minutes, she's not designating him. So in theory, he would break it.
Fair enough. Seeing that, hold on. Let me roll something. Ah! Oh, sorry. I made a noise because there was a sound in my ear from Twitch. From Beastolky. Hello, Pez. We know them. Thank you for subscribing, Beastolky. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Someone we know IRL.
Welcome.
Gross.
Yes. So seeing what you're up to, Yejier, Haria doesn't have to see it very long before apparently recognizing what you're doing, and she just turns over her shoulder and essentially just yells in a language none of you understand, and just yells like a short sentence or two, and then just goes back to plucking feathers. She's got the carcass field dressed. Now she just has to defeather it. Has anybody got water? It's easier with the feathers. If we've got... Nah, okay.
I mean, Yeji would offer her water.
Yeah.
You got something to put it in, though? Maybe?
I mean, Yeji also has her cook's utensils. Or if she wants to be a little bit rude to people she's helping, she probably has a helmet from one of Tenth's siblings.
Oh
He
no!
won't mind.
Oh.
He just might end up a little bird-brained.
Ah. Lame. Good, but lame. That's exactly the
Yeji would
joke we
offer up
love.
just like her entire cook's utensils and her water skin.
Yeah. Yeah, Harry will take just a pot borderline big enough to fit the bird and fill it with water and start boiling the water so she can scald it to get the feathers off easier. So that'll take a little bit. But while you're setting up your alarm spell, I would say let's go ahead and take a short wellness break. We're roughly halfway through the session, so that seems as good a time as any. Nobody died, so we don't have to deal with that right now. Well, I mean the one guy died, but it wasn't any of your people. So yeah, well, you guys are kind of collecting back pieces of your respective inner calm about the situation. Let's go ahead and do something nice for yourselves while we take a couple minutes of a break. Yeah?
Adios, chat.
Cool.
Toodaloo.
Okay. We'll be back in like 3-ish minutes. But do what you gotta do. You guys know the drill. All right. Yeah, chat. Hold on. Let me pull up my camera. My silly camera. Oh shit. You're right, Bogue. I did forget. Damn it. Okay. Can you remind me what the Raven Mimic was to say? I had a situation. I knew exactly how I was going to use it, but I might have squandered the opportunity. But if you can remind me what it said, I will work it in because I do owe you for that. But be Stolky, we miss you too. It's been a long time. But thanks for finding us and hanging out tonight. Thanks for subscribing. It means a lot. You guys go ahead and do something nice for yourself. Take a wellness break. Okay. In that case, Bogue, I'll see if I can't find it. Find it before stream ends, and if not, I'll find it before the next one and make sure it gets put in there. But you guys know the drill. Do something nice for yourself while we take our break. Those are ideas. Do whatever you got to do, and we will be back in just a few minutes. That was it. That was it, Bogue. I'll get it. Yes. Yes, we'll get it. You guys do your break. We'll be back, and we'll see what the rest of the night holds for our friends in camp. Cool. We back.
Mentally or physically?
Sure. Porque no, neither.
Just porque no.
Okay.
Trying very hard to remember that Nemo isn't already in love with Harriet.
I am trying to fangirl off screen, thank you.
So for context, I'm sure most of you probably don't know this. Possum, I don't remember what I've told you about her and her father. I know at some point I've mentioned them to you, but probably not in a lot of the detail that I have most other things that got you interested in Evard, because they're not originally from Evard. Andrew Derpmander, hello. Thank you for the subscription. We got 2 new subs tonight, guys.
Whoa.
People are showing up and liking the show,
Yeah.
so thank you guys. It means a lot.
The screaming crows
Just-
are of excitement. I
Yes.
just don't have my keyboard turned on right now, so
Fair enough.
no one getting typed in chat.
Yeah. But for context, Harriet and her father, well, her father was my PC in a campaign Pez ran a long time ago, and Harriet was an NPC that Pez came up with that we kind of workshopped and grew together over time as they had more interactions as the campaign went on. But they are very near and dear to my heart. He's one of my favorite characters I've ever played, and that's including as a DM playing a bajillion different characters. And in a thing that has no connection here other than it was a place to just roleplay characters to get a better sense of them or have fun, just text-based, not related to Evard at all. Harriet and Nemo interacted in that space a couple years ago. So Rad knows this character and her father. But Cole, Possum, I feel like you will probably recognize the father more than the daughter here when he shows up. From things I've told you about. But that said, Cole, as you're staring out into the prairie, watching for any sign of the danger to return, excuse me, and looking out at where the fire ceases to cast its light, there just appears a man in the bright light of the fire, mid-stride, and he just fades into existence. Your dark vision, where it would perceive the grassland beyond the fire's light, would have seen in dark vision a person approaching. He appears in your bright light vision. You did not see him at all with dark vision senses. So he's probably 15 feet in front of you. and he just walks up and and starts to walk right by you.
Hold on 1 sec. I'm trying to think how I'd react.
You forget Cole is a shoot first, ask questions later sort of fella.
I don't forget.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, what role would it be for
For
like,
not shitting your pants.
well, like maintaining composure or surprise.
I usually do like
Deception.
a con save or a wisdom save for
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I
Personally.
I would say a wisdom save because that is usually the save against being frightened.
Okay.
There is a picture of this man in the Discord,
Oh, fuck yes.
and I will put him up on the stream for all chat to see.
I also love this character.
Which, Brad, I'm surprised you do, given how him and Nemo interacted at
Interacted?
first.
Yeah, no. Neo doesn't care for him. I as the Yvardsaga fan. I like this character.
So, Ulf, I'll take that as I'm surprised, but I don't jump out of my pants or anything. I'm
Yeah.
pretty much am able to stay stoic.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fair. You were looking for anything out of the ordinary. Surprise is entirely possible given how the night's been, and that's what happened in a way you couldn't have predicted, but still also you weren't surprised that something happened, just the form in which it did. So you managed to keep your cool decently.
You were expecting someone, but this person looked nothing like the girl you've been talking to.
Yeah,
I noticed.
yeah. So the man you see before you he looks like he's possibly middle-aged. If not, he is just aged by life. Short white beard. He has like a dark gray-blue skin tone that is not very common in most places in Evard or to a particular species. But his eyes have no separate pieces. He doesn't have sclera, which are the whites of your eyes. He doesn't have an iris or a pupil. They're just one solid hue. You can still kind of intuit and get a sense of where he's looking whenever you want, but you can't necessarily tell how. That's just kind of a common feature for humanoids that have this type of eye in Evard canonically. But he's not a tiefling, which tieflings may or may not have that kind of eye. From what you can see of him, and especially as a tiefling, part of you would probably be able to intuit somewhat and just kind of get by feel that you are looking at an Aasimar. So the opposite of a tiefling. Instead of having that fiendish blood in your ancestry, this person has celestial blood. And he is covered in furs and a dark cloak. You don't see a bow in his hand, despite the reference image I gave you. You do see arrows, but you don't see a bow at all. And he has two hand axes on his belt, hood up, and he just walks right by you, Cole, unless you stop him.
No, I'm not stupid.
Is this before my 11 minutes are up?
You are in the process of setting your alarm. This is a moment, maybe a minute or two after Harriet shouts over her shoulder.
Okay.
And he'll just come in and squat next to his daughter at the fire and just stay there.
It'll get added to the alarm spell.
I like to think like as he's like walking into the light and it's like shadows moving. That shadow has a face.
Those are some weird looking fireflies. That's a man.
Yeah.
It's like, did Cole even see him?
It was
First
like,
watched,
you
now
had one
this?
job.
Cole, wake up!
You failed it twice in one night.
There
Yeah,
we go.
terrifying.
There's his token. Despite what his token looks like, don't worry, he is not aiming at Yejier or Nemo.
Yejier also isn't about to throw an egg at Haria, so.
But yeah, he just walks over and squats and doesn't say a word.
Yejier will look at Haria, look at the man, look at Haria. Your father?
Yeah,
Okay.
he don't.
Continues the alarm spell.
He's not very talkative, but yeah, don't worry, it's not you. It's everyone.
Cole, yeah, Cole will look over, incline his head. Thank you for your assistance. It sounds like we would have been in trouble without your and your daughter's help.
Nemo nods.
He also nods in response and says something very, very quiet. And you get the sense it's probably not in common. Oh, come on, Pa. Can you please be a person? For once? Well, okay, yesterday doesn't count for twice.
It'll be hard to get any information from us if you're not going to ask us questions, unless you're using Haria as an interpreter. I'm a Yejier Loten, by the way. Yejier still like trying to half concentrate on setting alarm, knowing she's gonna have to spend longer on it while talking. She's like still doing like a slow circle around the space.
And the slow head turn Nemo makes towards Ayoshi, and she's like, "Oh, you can't ask us questions if you don't talk." And he's like, "No, that's the point. Let him be both. Let him mumble."
What? Nemo doesn't want to answer questions?
Shut the fuck up.
You know, Yeji is gonna start thinking it's like a race trait, not just a weird thing these two do. She's gonna be like, every tiefling I've met super secretive. He's met two.
Fair enough.
You can't be wrong. 2 for 2.
100% rate right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Why the wings?
Why the boys?
That's how we talk.
Trying to. I don't think that answers any of our questions.
Why the wings?
Oh, why the wings? I heard by the wings as me,
By
the
the
human
wings.
person. I was like, by the wings, Batman is kind of what I heard. Okay, why the wings makes more sense.
And Nemo's like trying not to meet anyone's eyes. Like, I don't know, why is the grass yellow? Why is the sky blue?
Would
Well,
Cole
black.
know the thing about Asamar that would make it weird that he's asking that question?
Possibly.
Okay, I don't think Aegea would know.
No.
Aegea is just walking her circle.
I have talked with Cole has talked with Nemo about the wings and got her answer there, but it's not his place to speak
No.
for her. She might
I
not
was thinking
want to share that info.
more the fact that this man is suspected to be an Asamar, and if you know things about Asamar, you'd be like, why do you care about wings?
Maybe. Would that be a history roll, Ulf?
Could be history, could be arcana, could be religion, given that it's related to celestials.
Well,
Pretty much any role you can think of, if you can convince me of it, I'll let you use that for your skill check. But some are going to be a pretty hard sell here. I don't know how acrobatics would help.
okay, but mental acrobatics though.
I
Nah.
was gonna say jumping to conclusions.
Jesus Christ.
He's
yeah,
wishing he could
let's-
take away my inspiration.
Don't get in an argument with the narrator. I'll do Arcana, because I like, to me Nemo's wings are also weird, but like, hybrids are weird in general. But yeah, see if there's something.
Saying that in a group of a bunch of hybrids is arguably like funny.
Yeah. Shit, I got no idea.
Yeah, nope. Nothing. Tieflings
saw him and
don't
he's like, "Those are
have
weird."
wings. Why do you have wings?
How uncomfortable does Nemo look right now?
Extremely.
Is this on par with your previous first experience with this man, Nemo?
Pretty much.
What-
We didn't even get into a fight the first 10 minutes of meeting each other.
At least the weapon's not pointed at her right now.
True.
Well,
He
he didn't point a
being
weapon at her the first time either. They were just glaring at each other across the table.
fair.
So Cole is gonna do his job and kind of step in front of Nemo.
Directly
gift
into a
from her father.
Yejiye.
Yeah, a Yeji.
It's right here.
Excuse me, Yeji. Just like
Oh, pardon me.
falls her head and lifts to the side.
But Cole's very clearly interposing himself between him and Nemo.
And did say they're a gift from her father, question mark? Just making sure I
Yeah.
heard that right. To which, before this man, who has not introduced himself, despite Yejiye introducing herself, is going to look at him and... Why are you invisible?
Oh, yeah, he's got a bit of a name back home. I don't know how he does it either. But I don't know anybody else who can, but they call him Gloomstalker.
Seems a little hypocritical to be picking on people's weird traits when, you seem to also have them.
He stands up. And the light from the fire doesn't dampen, it doesn't extinguish, it doesn't snuff out, the fire doesn't change. But the light being emitted by the fire suddenly gets muffled and dampened, and the shadows all around you expand and get somehow deeper and fuller as shadowy wisps of skeletal wings extend out of his back and stretch, and his eyes begin to glow a striking silver that dances like fire around the edges. All three of you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I like the thought that Harriet doesn't need to make this wisdom saving throw because, like, she's so fucking used to this. She's like, Dad!
This is
Dad,
every
you're
time we meet
embarrassing me.
someone.
I told you to be normal for, like, once. Oh my god!
Cole, thank you for your wisdom saves right now.
Yeah, Yejiye wasn't really ready for that. She's still sitting on the ground.
Outside.
That feels
Yes.
accurate to the first time they met.
No, she actually I think she actually succeeded, but she was still scared.
Okay. I misspoke. It does need to be a charisma save.
Oh,
We would
So-
just use
That
our
is
regular
Can those
different
rolls.
rolls
for me.
count?
I was gonna say I can just do a 9 plus
Yeah.
whatever my charisma is.
Yeah.
Which is, shocker, the same. So I'm
Okay.
just not gonna...
Mine's an 18 instead of a 20.
Okay. And Nemo's is
Oh.
still single digit?
Low.
9.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, Yejiye and Nemo, you are unprepared for this. Harriet warned you he would ask about the wings. She did not warn you that this man would produce his
wait.
own.
I have a question. Is this technically being charmed or no?
No.
Okay, it's different. Never mind.
This is different. Instead, you are frightened, which is not the same effect. So you are both mechanically frightened of this man. You were not expecting to see horrible nightmare wings protrude from this dude's back as he stands up. and leers at Nemo.
No, at least he's leering at Nemo. I thought he was going to leer at Agegier for being a little sassy.
No. He seems pretty, so far, singly focused on the thing Harriet said he was going to be, maybe not concerned, but interested in. Why do you have wings?
Why is it of
Then-
your concern?
Also a panicked look at Harriet.
Harriet's pretending to not perceive what's going on. Like, she's just trying to cook her bird while her dad flexes on the strangers in the way that she really wished he wouldn't. Like, she is an embarrassed older teen right now.
Yep. And I don't know if Pez and I talked at the same time. But Cole said, "Why is it of your concern?"
The road is my concern. My daughter is in your camp. Anything I can't understand is of my concern when my daughter is here.
Y'all are welcome to leave if you don't like it.
This is our camp. We cleared it out. You can leave.
But then Nemo just like reaches over, grabs Cole by like his sash, and like, that's fine. You can go.
Harriet
You know, Nemo did suggest doing that earlier. We're already packed.
stands up and like backhand slaps him across the leg, reaches up and tries to like tug on one of those spectral wings, and there's nothing corporeal to them, so it can't respond. But she acts like she's trying to tuck it back in and is absolutely laying into him in maybe the same language? No, probably not the same language you heard before. It sounds very different. But it's definitely a language none of you know, or have probably ever heard before. And he puts away his scary visage. Yejier and Nemo, you would still be frightened of him for 10 minutes, but he puts it away and squats back down and just starts poking the fire with a stick, stirring the coal bed, as it were.
Yejier, you know, still packed and everything, is still going to be just like, maybe a small step back. You know, maybe we do leave.
If
Cole's gonna sit down where he's standing,
don't,
and then he's gonna look to Harriet. Thank you for being reasonable.
oh yeah, if it weren't for me, he'd have been dead 8 times already for pissing people off. Don't mind him. His parents were wolves, and I do not exaggerate that statement. Socializing
just looks
is
at us, she just
not
has, like,
his
that,
best
like-
strength.
Nemo, did you say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can only imagine Yejier and Nemo are sharing a look about like, so are we leaving?
I,
Just standing on the edge of the alarm spell, looking like to Nemo, Cole, the visitors. Nemo, Cole, the visitors.
he was like, I want to leave.
Harriet's dad reaches into somewhere underneath his cloak and pulls out like a small wrapped, not quite a parcel. Like, it doesn't look like mail, but it's wrapped in cloth and then tied with rope, you know, in a cross or an X pattern, like it's an old school package. And he just takes it and tosses it across the fire to land between the three of you.
The bomb.
It's a, I was gonna say.
You-
It's a bomb! He's got a gun!
Now, for those of you who don't speak Pa, that's as close to an apology as you're gonna get. Maybe not an apology, but peacemaking.
The SGA will unwillingly slowly sit back down. She's not gonna open the package though.
Nemo will.
Cole, yeah, I was gonna say, Cole's gonna reach in amongst his belongings and pack a pipe with some of his tobacco, light it, take a puff, and then offer it across the fire.
Vidar
You never offered us.
growls. He growls at you. Not like rough or like really like dangerous, but it's basically just a very this guy's way of saying no would be the vibe you get out of it. But not necessarily like a he's offended you offered it sort of thing.
So more of a,
Yeah.
okay. Cole nod, return it back to his mouth, and just look at the fire and glance over at Nemo as she's working on the package.
Oh yeah, no, Nemo's still behind Cole. She is not coming out from behind him.
Oh, so did you pick up the package?
Yeah, she just like reaches around him.
Okay.
Are you gonna open it?
opening Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside is about 2 pounds of delicious smelling smoked meat.
Oh
Like
wow.
some of it's jerky, some of it's more like a dried sausage meat stick kind of thing. But it smells really good. It doesn't smell like your standard ration pack jerky.
Nemo opens it, take a sniff to see if her tail wags a little. Then it stops and she's like, no wait. But it smells so good, wags. But wait.
Definitely better
Cole's
than
gonna
Darbiton rations.
Yeah. Cole's gonna reach back. Can you break me a piece?
She does.
Kit Kat bar.
No.
Hey.
He's gonna take a smell of it and then take a bite.
It's
Alright, once you
it's pretty damn good. Like it's possible to find better jerky, dried smoked meat, but it's usually something you have to pay for, and this is better than any ration you would pay for a comparable piece of that ration pack. Like it's peppered, it's spiced, it's good and smoky, but it's not actually super spicy. But it has a surprising amount of flavor to it, and it is just dry enough to where you still have to work it in your mouth a little bit to like make it easily chewable. But when you do, that helps you realize just how delicious it is because you have to, let it soak in your mouth for a minute. And
Wolf, I
Harry,
need to.
hmm?
I was gonna say now I need to drive to the mana colonies. I hope you're
Yep,
happy.
yep, you're welcome. Uh, Harriet looks at him like disapprovingly and just like, Pa, says something in not. So the first language that you heard her speak at him over her shoulder was like it sounded like a language. There were distinct words. They were just nothing you know. This one that you heard her speaking most recently almost sounds more like there's kind of words, but they're pronounced in a variety of ways with tone or graveliness that comes in and out and almost sounds like yipping or growling or almost really airy, like they're sniffing, like it
Legitimate wolf talk.
kind of, yeah. But you can hear there are words in it. And he begrudgingly reaches under his cloak and throws out another wrapped bag. In the same spot, like from what you might imagine, his accuracy is pretty good. He hits the same spot. His groupings are pristine.
Who needs a
see
bow?
the pale hand
Right?
stretch out from behind Cole.
You guys can smell this without even opening it. This is a really nice, rich smelling bread.
Mm. You can't really see it in the picture of Haria, but I know it is there. On her bow is like an opalescent gem.
Yeah.
Because Yajige feels weird receiving gifts without returning gifts. It's unnatural to her. So she is going to reach into her bag and pull out a couple of chunks of the iridescent snail shell.
Ooh.
Because she doesn't have like a ton of stuff to gift anymore, unless it's just going to be eggs, which I mean, she might eventually do that too. But she'll hold out, I don't know, like, she took a big chunk, but I think she got small chunks off of it too, excuse me. So she's going to hold out like, probably like a human-sized palm, maybe 2 or 3 chunks. Like, offer it up to Haria, like a thank you, or a reciprocal gift.
And she'll kind of perk up, wasn't expecting that, and takes a break from her bird in a pot and takes them and kind of looks them over and sees the iridescent sheen and gently gnaws on it with the side of her mouth like she's trying to test to see if it's real gold.
I can't guarantee how clean they are. They came off of a snail.
Oh, I don't care. Do I look like I care about clean?
I just don't know if you lick snails that often.
No, but I'll
I
eat.
don't know what sort of diseases they carry.
Oh, I've eaten raw. I've had raw snails. I've had raw birds. I've had raw everything. We eat raw half the time.
Out of character. Kids, don't eat raw snails.
Yeah, no,
and
don't.
slugs.
No.
Don't.
They can have brain parasites.
Yes, no, they're
Do
very
not do
bad.
that.
Don't. PSA: do not be like Haria and eat raw snails or raw meat.
Raw
The
wild
more
birds.
you know.
Yeah. She had the understatement of the century when she said the raw bird might make your tummy rumble a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, understatement of the century. But
Yep.
she does that and like tests it to see if it's edible. Quickly determines it's not. Sniffs it a few times. Oh, it's pretty, but it's from a snail.
Yeah, we found a huge. Well, I think it was a snail. It looked like a snail, except instead of like eye stalks, it just had flails. It was leaving a slime trail, but the slime trail was sort of like that stuff, almost glass-like. And while I saw that you have a similar looking gemstone on your bow, so I thought maybe this might be something that you could like. You don't seem like the materialistic type, and I shuffles through bag again. Mostly only have materials in here.
No, I didn't want anything. It's nice. Cheers. She tucks it into her belt.
The snail was resistant, if not immune to fire, so that shell pretty durable.
I think we had to use a climbing kit to help kill it.
To break it off.
Smart.
Emo feeds her friends.
They resist magic. Any kind.
Oh, you know them?
Some.
We found this one in the caves under Darbiton.
I've seen one in a cave.
Nods. She assumes now that all these are. If she ever sees one outside of a cave, she's going to be worried that it's like rabbit or something.
And for what it's worth, as you guys dig into the bread, there's no way that bread should be as warm and fresh as it is, but somehow it is. And it is knock your socks off, stand out, memorable, deliciously good bread. Just since you were digging into the other food, I wanted to make sure it got mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
Please. Yeah, thank you. So
Nemo
Cole
keeps like
have
reaching over Cole's shoulder to hand him like bits of the jerky, bits of the bread, hands him
And-
over to Yeshiye.
after tasting them both, Cole inclined his head to him. These are very good.
My name is Vidar.
She
Well met,
already
Vidar.
introduced herself.
Yeah. I'm called Cole.
Emo just sits against Cole, and she's just not going to be part of the conversation.
Well, that's too bad because Vidar
No.
is leaning over in his squatted position to look through a Yejier and Cole to look directly at you, Nemo.
And she pretends she doesn't see him.
Our other
Oh,
friend
he's
is
gone
Cole.
invisible again.
Oh no.
Our other friend is Nemo.
Though, Harriet said you were probably listening, so you might have already known that. Vague shrug.
He gives a very small nod in acknowledgement of a Yejier's observation. Eat, sleep. We'll watch.
No offense, I feel a little less safe now than I did when it was just Harriet.
Nemo
Still
sitting
under
behind
effects
Cole,
of
just
frightened.
laughs.
Still fully frightened by this man.
Yeah.
With that,
Try-
Vidar just stands up and starts walking away. And he just walks
Okay.
off until he vanishes into the range of your dark vision.
Nemo whispers over Cole's shoulder, that doesn't make me feel any better.
A Yejier yelling into the darkness. You could still be right there. We don't know. This is worse.
No,
He takes one step to be right inside where you can see him, and then takes one step back. I'll be
Fucking
right
play with us, I
here.
swear.
I will be right here all night.
That sounds like a threat.
So Cole's
I mean,
gonna
once the
reach behind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Cole's gonna reach behind him and pat Nemo on the shoulder. I trust him.
It's one of us.
Yeah, if he was gonna hurt you, he wouldn't have walked in where you could see him. He would.
Cole's gonna
So
point
he's
his.
gonna go into the dark where we
No.
can't.
No, Cole's gonna point to oh my god,
Vidar,
Harriet. She says that he's a dangerous man. Therefore, we're all right.
And I mean,
See, he
once
gets
the
it.
10 minutes are up, I'm sure Yejier will be fine with this. But in the meantime, she's uncomfortable. She'll like slowly unpack her bag though.
Yep. So Cole's gonna make his undo his cot, and he gets it, so he's gonna have it right next to Nemo's.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the cots are on the map proportionate to the character.
I didn't. That's cute.
Oh, I did not. That's adorable.
Attention to detail.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
yeah, Harriet finishes plucking feathers off of the scalded bird shortly thereafter and will just pass it around like a loaf of bread you can just tear a chunk off, but it's a dead animal.
Yep. And Cole puts some on his bread with his jerky, and make sure he offers Harriet the bread and jerky as well to share.
Ah,
yeah.
no, it's yours. Keep it. We got plenty back home.
Oh, where's home?
Well, we kind of live two places. There's a town down south on the Buried called Oxbow. We live there about half the year, and the other half we live further south in a place called Sandgate. We travel a lot.
Yejier smiles and nods, but she has no idea where these places are.
I believe Cole would know both of those.
Nemo and Cole, you guys would probably know Oxbow. It's one of the more prominent settlements on the Barrett River. Here, let me switch you guys briefly to the world map. You'll be able to see both
Yeah.
of those places, I do
So that
believe.
other one is Gearland direction, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Nope, nope, nope. Sandgate is south-southeast of Oxbow, quite a ways down. So here, I'll draw a line between the two. So this is apparently the line connecting the places they live.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, they far from home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heading up
decently.
there if...
Yeah.
Caution.
Uh-huh.
Since Nemo vaguely knows which direction where Theodore is, if Nemo peers into the other side of the veil, can she see him?
Nope.
She's not gonna do that. And she just like shrinks back to the call.
I guess I suppose you can just barely make out a silhouette of him at about a quarter of the intensity as you can see anybody else that's standing right next to you.
She hasn't used it yet. It's not gonna help in this situation, but it sounds like it should. Yeji is just gonna crack an egg on Nemo. It's this one is, most of her experimental elixir eggs are like chicken eggs essentially, because she's just messing around to see what does what. And this one is red with like a black repeating hexagon pattern. And she just cracks it against Nemo like a pat on the back or something. And it is a egg of boldness. So you can add a number to every attack roll and saving throw for the next minute. But like egg of boldness sounds like it should help in this situation, not that it truly will. But also I just want to use up an egg and make another one after the long rest.
So you, yes, yeah, you do that, and Harriet seems to notice and goes, I'm sorry, did you just break an egg on your friend?
She does that.
It was hollow. Wait, no, actually that one.
No, there's something
That
on
one
my
might have
back.
had lemon. That one might have had lemongrass in it.
Okay.
Why?
To help her. I have lots of them, and she's going to start like pulling eggs out of her bag of holding, Mary Poppins style. Egg.
And like it just for everybody else that isn't me or Pez, to make sure I also am understanding correctly, like these aren't all chicken eggs. Like they
no.
vary wildly in size and shape, yes?
Like, there's a chicken egg, there's a goose egg, and then there's like easily something that's, I don't know, like not as big as an ostrich egg, but at least 3 times the size of a goose egg. Like eggs of all, like, some are just kind of like really teardrop shaped, some are long and narrow.
There's that weird cracked dry egg that you found underground.
No, that one stays in the bag.
Okay.
That one I didn't make, so I'm not showing it off.
Okay, fair enough.
Some of these are like half decorated, half dyed. Some of them seem like they're really close to being completed patterns.
Yeah. Chat called it. Beastalky asked if there was an ostrich egg. Yep. Yep. Or at least something very similar.
Yeah, it's a great moa.
And Harriet's face lights up seeing the eggs and like all the decoration, the fine craftsmanship into them, and just goes, "Whoa! You do these? You did all those?"
Yeah. It's sort of just like what I do.
Can I see one?
She's gonna like look around for one that she is particularly fond of. And it won't necessarily be the most interesting actual egg, but it's going to be sort of like a pinky reddish color, so it was probably dyed with like a red cabbage.
Okay.
And it'll have just sort of a floral, not quite paisley pattern started on it, and you can tell there's going to be more layers and more colors to come because there's quite a bit of blank spaces on it. And she's like, this is one that I've been working on for a little bit, but I don't know what to do with it next, so it's just kind of been hanging out.
Like, as soon as you grip it, and start to move it in that direction, Harry is there and swipes it from you. And she's just fascinated, like stares at it, and with a fascination that seems far below her apparent age, like a small child viewing something utterly captivating for the first time, and just
We
like
just become
tosses
best
it
friends.
over and like rolls it gently in her hand and at different angles to catch the firelight. She sniffs it. At one point she licks it and is just and like shakes it next to her ear to see if it makes noise. That's
Yeah,
that's really fucking cool.
a lot of these, I mean, they're just pretty, and I like giving them away to people, and they hone my craft. But some of them I can use to sort of tempt the weave to help me.
Oh, so is it what am I holding then? Was it I'm not gonna
That
I'm not
one.
gonna like blow up, am I?
No, all of these are still works in progress.
Okay, well just in case, here you go. Thank you. Cheers.
She'll reach in and hold up one. That's really, honestly, like, it's a really boring looking egg, but in the firelight you can see it has like, it's a bit shiny and maybe has a little bit of a yellowish shine to it. She's like, this one's if I ever want to make the ground slippery.
Oh.
So it's her grease egg.
Oh.
Yeah,
my
you catch it from a frying goose.
Oh.
There's a sad, defeated sigh from behind Cole.
Oh, that was really good. Thank you for that. That was a part of me died inside, and that's how I know it was pristine.
It's a good one.
And she thinks for a minute and then nods excitedly. Oh yeah. My uncle can do that. Not with an egg, but you know, with magic, he can make grease on the floor and stuff. He made the bread too. His name's Mop.
Minor panic. I just ate magic bread and I have no idea what it did.
Do you
Wait,
do you
what?
say that or do you think that?
No, she thinks it. Her face says it a little bit. She like looks at the bread with some panic in her eyes. You know when like a dog or a horse looks out of the side of their eye and you like catch the white of their eye a little bit?
Mhm.
Just like a brief second of like
What?
Cole's gonna laugh.
You okay?
yeah, I just don't usually eat magical food without
What?
thinking.
No. The bread's just good. It's not magic. He can do magic when he's not baking and stuff. He's all right. He's fun, but he's really good at what he does.
I think he'd take it as a compliment that she assumed his delicious bread was magical. It's magically delicious.
Yeah. If you're ever down in Sandgate, go ask after Mop, and he'll give you more bread. He sells it. That's what he does. He's retired from magic and stuff.
It's magically delicious because he cooks with his charms that are lucky.
Sure, if you want to call it that. Weird way to put it, though.
Nemo gets up and starts walking away from the group.
No, there's a scary man out there.
She comes back.
But I mean, Paul was right. You can sleep if you want. We'll keep an eye out. There shouldn't be anything else to worry, but maybe a critter or two, and Paul can kill pretty much any critter out here.
I like to think the 10 minutes are subsiding, and
Oh yeah, no, you'd have had your alarm up by
will-
now.
yeah, well, no, for the fear.
Ah,
Yejier will be more settled, and she'll pack most of her stuff back into her bag and lay down.
Cole's gonna do a big stretch.
Ooh, big
I
stretch.
appreciate it. And he's gonna lay down on his cot, and he's gonna be out quick.
Would Nemo want to try to squeeze a cot in between the two of them?
Sure, she's not sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah, Shay.
right.
Oh, how far are we from Aerith?
Half a day?
About.
Still like half a day's walk.
We'll be there by midday. That's where we're going too. What takes you to Arif?
See if anyone else.
Sibling.
Cole's already starting to snore.
Well, he has a date, and we told someone in Darbiton we'd help take some things back to their father. And what else? We were doing a third thing there, and I can't remember. Just me as a person. We had a reason besides those reasons to go to Aerith.
Prosthetic arm, a case of
Yeah.
wine for Ron.
Yeah. We had a grocery list.
But then our elven friend was going to be in touch with us. I don't think we had to do anything in Aerith for him.
Okay, I thought we had a storyline reason besides our side quests.
No, not
But
really.
My brain don't work, so.
Helping 10th.
Yeah.
That's not a side quest.
That's what you think.
Correct.
So yeah, Yejiye like lists some of the things off while she settles down onto her cot. So a lot of smaller tasks.
Sure. Well,
What about you two?
well, we're looking for some people. There was some rumors that there are some shifters in town, and that's what Pa and I tend to travel so much for, is trying to find shifters.
What's a shifter?
Oh, right. They're like your friends and like Pa, but instead of fiends or celestials, they got blood from a throat in them. So they show up with kind of primal features. Some of them can exaggerate them and have more sort of animalistic anatomy for a bit.
Going to look at
Oh.
the dead jackal, the dead jackal wearing. Are
No.
you hunting them?
Oh goodness. No. We a lot of people treat them pretty awful. So we have a place that's safe. So we try and make sure that if they don't have a safe place to live, we take them to one where they will be. Uncle Skeg would be pretty upset if Pa heard a shifter without a reason. Uncle Skeg's a werebear.
Yejiye might know those.
That you would know, yeah. At least folklore stories of. But like you would know they're a real thing. A lot of werebears in this part of the world apparently lately. There are a couple not too far away last year. Apparently they caused some trouble, but they got killed. Not by us, but we heard about it too late. But they were mean. Werebears are usually kind of nice, but they were kind of bad. They're actually pretty bad, but they're dead, so it don't matter.
Uh-huh.
Someone bashed their head in, for one.
Oh.
Yeah. So I heard. I don't know. I wasn't there.
How did you hear about this story?
Say again. Sorry, I the DM did not hear you.
How did you come? Who told you the story?
Well, they did. We heard about it after, and we went to go see and look into it, see if there was anything else to learn or anybody else we could help. But it's just what all the witnesses said. Some group went through and had some trouble with them. There was other stuff I don't remember. You'd have to ask Paul. But yeah, stuff went south.
I don't need to
They had a
know.
fight, and some elf lady smashed his head in.
Oh.
I think. Might not have been quite like that, but it, close enough. They were dead.
Mm.
But yeah, so we're gonna go find some shifters in there if they're there. I met one. I don't know if the rumors were about her, but she's already gone. I met her on the road, but she was safe. She's not from anywhere around here.
Nemo nods. Okay. Um. So how long were you guys following us?
Oh, like half the day. Paul,
Did you know they were the jackals during that time?
I didn't think so, but Paul suspected, but he didn't want to do nothing without knowing for sure. He's he's dealt with them a few times before. I've only seen them once. They're not common. I've never seen them around here. We dealt with them way far away, long time ago. I was little. I was real little. I know I'm not big, but I was really not big then. I didn't talk then.
I love
What?
Harriet.
She is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Paul's parents were wolves and Paul's my paw. So for a while I didn't talk either. But I do
Yeah.
now.
I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, it's pretty normal anymore. Well, you know, for when other people are here. But yeah, we can, if you want, we could share the road in the morning, or we could let you go and we'll follow half a day behind you anyway. Make sure you're safe anyway, whether you want us to or not. She gives you a wink.
Thank you. Being like you guys both.
Sure.
Cool. And she squints, like finally noticing Harriet's hair. Do you comb your hair?
A couple times a year, why?
Because I could have sworn I saw an ant.
An ant? Oh, that's fine. There's probably a few. I don't mind. I'd rather an ant than a lot of other things.
I can comb it for you.
Make a persuasion check.
I was gonna say, what do you think this is? Her birthday?
Oh yeah, she doesn't have blessing. Wait, boldness? Was something a bold?
Yeah, you got an egg of boldness.
That's attacks and saving throws. I know, I'm sorry.
Persuasion?
Persuasion,
Okay.
please.
I'm not having a good day today.
She like mildly turns away and like slinks her head down into a more reserved and guarded position. More honestly showing much more that yes, she was in fact influenced at a young age by the man raised by wolves, because it seems like a much more animalistic sign of hesitancy and uncertainty. Do you have a comb?
I do. I also have a brush.
Alright,
It's
if you want
I can
to. I usually don't get it brushed but for Branson, but if you really want, I suppose. You should sleep though, you're still kind of bloody.
I'm not sleeping.
Alright.
So
Sure, if you want.
adamant. If you need
Uh,
me to do any presto, Yeji mumbles like 64% asleep from her cot.
Nemo, are you sitting on your cot?
I mean, she was.
Okay. So what I think would be funny, is if Cole rolls over and just like grabs Nemo and just cuddles her like she's a teddy bear.
And gets slapped in the face with a tail.
Yeah,
Oh,
but like, would that like, what would you consider that? Like maybe an attack roll against her AC?
Grapple
I'd
check.
consider that a grapple check. Yeah, so that would be your athletics against her either athletics or acrobatics, Nemo's choice.
And that she would be able to use her Egg of Boldness on.
Correct.
Woo!
So add a d4.
Okay. Watch my one good roll, and it's fucking gonna go to this.
It'd be funny.
Hey, it's a tie. Shit. Tie goes to the player.
I goes to the defender.
That's okay. He can grab her, and then she's gonna misty step out of it.
Okay, that
He grabs her. She
That-
like pauses for a second, like touches up, like
and just bamf.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler bamfs 10 feet away.
Nice.
Okay, that works. I mean, I was gonna resolve that in your favor, Nemo, but that works better.
but
Because
yeah,
you
it's
had
just-
pluses to your check and Cole had a -1. So I would say that
Yeah.
tie goes to the plus whatever. But sure, yeah, that's way better. I like that.
Yeah. And she's just like in this awkward position. She's like, he's never done that before.
Do you want me to stab him?
No.
Man,
Like-
like,
holds out-
bothering
She
you.
does like the one finger thing, like when you're telling somebody to hold on. Like, no.
Like there is
Not yet.
there is a glimmer in her eye that's not like eager, like she wants to stab Cole, but there is a resolve, like if you said you wanted her to, she absolutely would and not feel bad about it.
And definitely doing that 1 minute like finger thing, just like little boop. No.
No.
Office stands.
Okay, he hasn't.
Hey, Cole, you know you can't just go doing that, right?
He's asleep.
Yeah, Cole's fully asleep. That was unconscious just because Possum thought it'd be funny.
Okay, fair enough.
Is Cole a honk shoe or like a honk me 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 me?
Hunk shoe.
Ah, sawing logs. Well, it doesn't matter. Harriet still says that at Cole anyway, whether or not he's awake.
Continued snoring.
But yeah, she'll slowly, creep over and sit in front of Nemo.
And then she digs into her bag. And fishes out a comb. Like the same maybe she has some kind of like a. What kind of oils would they have in Garrett?
Oh, all sorts. All sorts.
Oh.
Basic, simple poor man stuff, really rich, fancy stuff, scented, non-scented, magic infused. Garrett has pretty much everything.
Just use some
that-
garlic oil.
No, I would say like Nemo would probably have something more. Something that could be that has a medicinal use and has pretty good properties for hair. So you need something like
Maybe like
I
a
don't know.
rosemary or a lavender.
No.
Sesame,
Yeah.
sesame
or
maybe.
tea tree
Derivative.
oil. Tea tree oil is very good for getting bugs out of the hair too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, take your pick.
So yeah, like combs,
What
bugs oil, combs. Jesus, buckles. I said that one. I mean, comb.
Make an athletics check for me.
Harriet
Would that be
has so
athletics or
much
sleight
hair.
of hand?
No, there's no finessing a comb through Harriet's hair. It has to be
Oh.
strength. Her
Oh.
hair is incredibly thick, incredibly long, and horrendously unkempt. 0.
She's just so tired. She's coming down with something. She's freezing. She's still hurt.
Yeah.
No,
Nemo,
that's-
you cannot buy a dice roll tonight.
No. I cannot.
So with that, you are able to effectively get a comb through her hair, but it is extremely exhausting and it takes far longer than it should, even for a head of hair like hers. Shortly after you start, you do hear Vidar call something in one of the languages that the two of them speak, and she snaps back a response at him over her shoulder. Like, whether or not it's in like the primal language or whatever the other one was, whatever it is, either way, she's barking her response at him, and they stay silent, and she seems pouty about it. But that's all that comes
You
of
just
it.
call Nemo weak.
No, he's confused because I just met you and you're combing my hair, and I don't really let many people do that. But
Does
yeah.
that mean you're married now?
Oh, the urge to have Nemo turn around just any direction. It's probably not even the direction he's in, and just like stick out her tongue. But no, I would say that she's a little too scared for that even now.
Oh, yeah, like Nemo thought about just having Harriet stab Cole minutes after Cole interposed himself between this scary, shadow shrouded man.
I had this new person stab you as a bit because I'm mildly fond of you. You know, like punching somebody in the arm. But I just
First
had
of all,
I just had the little knife girl stab you a bit. It's fine.
That's fine.
Which fun fact in the campaign Harriet and Vidar are from, she was nonverbal for a long time when she made her first appearance, and nobody knew what her name was, and so they all just called her Knife Girl. Be- because she was given a knife in their first interaction, and that bonded her to Vidar. Like, in case
hey
you
honey, what'd
couldn't
you get
tell, they're
there?
not biologically
A
related.
knife.
Surprise.
What?
Uh, but yeah, no, that was their first interaction, and she followed him around, and he could not get rid of her. And now they're the delightful ensemble you see before you.
Right
Um,
there, father-daughter duo.
yeah,
Yeah, we love to see it.
we do.
Yeah.
But that said, Nemo, you can comb or attempt to comb Harry's hair until you fall asleep by choice or exhaustion overtakes you, because one of them will happen. But you guys are able to complete a long rest here under the watchful eye of your new friends. Well, friend and nightmare fuel associate.
We'd
Uh,
call that an acquaintance.
sure. Workplace associates in proximity. But you're able to get a decent sleep, to get your full rest, since all of this kind of set things back by, a couple hours from when you started. So you'd have to sleep in a little bit to feel fully rested, but good thing in the morning you'll be able to see Vidar like full time. So when you wake up, he's visible no matter where he is, unless he makes a stealth check. But he seems perfectly content to stay where you guys can see him. And he was apparently awake and within earshot because he doesn't raise a stink about potentially traveling with you the rest of the way to Arif.
Oh,
So if you guys
which the
want,
daughter says we are.
so if you guys want, they can accompany you, or you can try and put some distance between you. But we can figure that out next time when you begin the rest of your journey and presumably, hopefully, make it to the city.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Hell yeah.
But thanks for playing tonight, everybody. Sorry we ran a little bit long, but we also started a little bit late, and I wanted to give these two a fair amount of screen time until we got to the next morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a note, but everyone else like help me. Is I'm assuming on our walk to Arif, I'm guessing Cole and Nemo need to have a conversation about why he trusted them and fell asleep so easily. Because I really want to explain Cole's thought process.
Oh,
Nemo
fair
can
enough.
strangle him later.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, she come as no surprise that a Yeshie did, because she's turns out it might be one of her fatal flaws.
Yeah. Nemo would have to faint in order to go to sleep.
Fair enough.
So is she well rested then?
Nope.
No.
Nope. You would take a level of exhaustion for staying awake through the night and continuing on.
Yep.
It's okay, I can carry her. She can take a nap.
Usually.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, thanks for playing, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, chat. I hope everybody got a good kick out of it. And unless Squirmbus makes their appearance into the world within the next week, which I am not expecting to happen, though it is technically possible at this point.
Oh, hey, Murphy.
Yeah, right. But otherwise, I will plan for us to get together same time, well, normal time, same place next week.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Ulf.
thanks, Ulf.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good night.
Bye,
Night.
chat. Bye, all. Good
Bye.
night.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for us tonight, chat. Thanks for hanging out. It was nice to get to see everybody, Bogue and Carl. I hope y'all haven't been working too hard. I've seen the Discords. I know you guys have been pretty hard at the grindstone, so I hope you're getting enough time and energy to be able to play just as hard too. Yeah. Beastolky, thank you. It's so good to see you and hear from you. I'm glad you picked this one as far as I am aware, your first stream with us. I hope it was entertaining. I am excited to think it might have been since you were kind enough to subscribe, which I'm very grateful for. Been working and fishing. Hell yeah, Bogue. Ain't that the life? Working and fishing. Yes, and also, besides Beastolky, also Andrew Derpmander. I appreciate you also coming to hang out and subscribing. It means a ton to hear from old friends and to have you guys be willing to support the channel in that way. It's not something I expect from anybody, and I'm immensely grateful for. It really helps encourage me on the spicy brain days when you don't feel like working on stuff like this because you're uncertain if anybody's actually interested. But stuff like that really helps me keep at it and keep encouraged and want to keep doing this for you guys. So I hope you have a lot of fun. If you missed any of it or any of our previous sessions, you can go to YouTube and see everything leading up to this point in our campaign. Hi, Hoban. Sorry, the cat is slapping the blinds. But yeah, for anybody that's new, if you are stopping in for the first time, even if you were just lurking tonight, Ulfgarder TTV, just like the name of this channel, but on YouTube, you can see all of my previous gaming streams from the last couple of years. There is a playlist just for these Yvardsaga campaign streams, so you can get caught up to date and be able to get a lot of the jokes and shenanigans these guys get up to with a little more context, even though sometimes there just isn't any to be had. But I hope that'll be enough to tide anybody by until we come back again next week. So, Bogue, I haven't forgotten. I have a different idea that I'm going to use next time for your mimicry redeem. Which, if you guys who are new tonight didn't know, you can redeem your channel points for effects in the game, like conferring Bless or Bane, the D&D spells as like boosts or hindrances to the players, or to me, the DM. You can affect things like the weather in the world for the day. You can have a raven just kind of appear from somewhere and say a message you redeem as part of that reward. And it will be canon that a raven just flew by saying whatever you say, as long as it's not TOS. Um, the only thing is to remember to do it. I think I will. I think I will, Bogue. And if not, I will owe you a second one of your choice. And I will do it as soon as I remember or am reminded, regardless of what else is happening. So, because I completely forgot about it. Well, Bogue, that's the plague for you and me, isn't it? But we'll get to it, and if we don't, next time we meet up at a reenactment event, you can, I don't know, kick my shield extra hard or something. I don't know. You're gonna do that anyway, but we'll figure it out, and I'll owe you either way. But take care, everybody. I'm gonna go wrap up the rest of my night. Stay tuned. There will be more to follow.